Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Celebrity Talk Show. It's a July 2024. Today is a different line, and wherever you're watching live, try to make something so really cool. Try to tap the screen. Ladies and gentlemen, where you are in different way, it is a very unique and kind of making something different. In the building as usual, I got the lady that's been making a lot of roaming line in Juba, South Sudan, in terms of entertainment. A new branch, she is standing all over, breaking rules of what you call entertaining and promoting the entire, the fraternity for the music industry. In the lines behind the screen, I talk about Teddy events, unpredictable, unscreenable. A lot of things, have been said about. The only lady that have made a show on the same day with the giants of the industry. That's what I'm saying, it's all about how people say about this show. On the side, I'm having one of the greatest MC of this generation in Juba, South Sudan, in the AKA line of Microphone Messiah, that is Trey MC. The young juggernaut, giving us something different also in the Teddy Events team. So ladies and gentlemen, where you are, Celebrity Talk Show, you tap your screen. I'm in the building with a she that has given us a unique line of entertainment into the event. So you're most welcome, Teddy Events.
Thank you so much.
You're most welcome, MC Troy.
Big up on yourself, guys. Thank you for having us tonight. And Celebrity Talk Show. We want to talk about how things have been so far when we have started up this journey. Because we have a brand new promoter, fresh as you see her, Teddy Events. Yeah, she's gonna be something big in the industry, East Africa wide. So we're here to talk about how the show has been, how has she found the industry, such a thing. So we're here live.
Teddy Events in the building. Most of the people have been wondering a lot of things and have been hearing a lot about Teddy Events. Apparently, for the show for Alan Tonics, that's when we came up and the icon was moving around. Firstly, the show was visually first, and then it was postponed.
Yeah.
But before I got any other further more, I'd like to tell our viewers where they are right now, who is Teddy Events, and what the idea of you coming to the industry of entertainment, and saying that I want to be a promoter of kind of stuff.
Okay, first of all, I met DJ Mercy at one of his side business places.
Yes?
Oven yes.
Wow.
In Kisasi, he has a place called Comatos.
Okay.
So I met him there, we became very good friends, he became my friend. So there's a time they played a song of Alan Tonics, and I'm like, oh wow, I'm a very big fan of Alan Tonics. Like, I've been craving for him since childhood, I love his music and all that.
I know.
So like, oh, you love Alan, I can bring him here today. I'm like, no, I'll bring him. So he went and brought Alan Tonics. So when Alan came, we connected very well, we became good friends with Alan Tonics, yeah? Then we kept on chatting like with Alan Tonics and chilling out together, yeah? So one day when I was about to leave at the beginning of the year, Alan is like, how about you guys take us to Juba? We'd love to come to Juba, but not to chill. We want to come and do business. I'm like, okay, cool. When I go back to Juba, I'll get a promoter who will be willing to take you guys. Because me, I don't do promotion. It's not my thing, yeah? I do something really totally different. So when I came back to Juba, I tried looking for promoters who could bring Alan Tonics, but I lacked any. I went blah, no one was willing to bring him. So I was like, you know what, guys? I can host Alan Tonics at my own expenses.
Okay.
So I started up this shit. I looked for promoters, I got the ideas, and then I started engaging Alan and all that. So by then, I didn't have a promotion line, I didn't have a promotion brand. So I was like, I'll do Extreme Presents, yeah? So then people are like, no, don't choose Extreme. You're spending money, build up your own brand. Then I talked to one of the managers of Mercy, he's called Hustler. Hustler, like, you know what, you can build up something like Teddy Events or something. He gave me a couple of names. Then we chose Teddy Events. He gave me a logo. Then he's like, let's start up from here. Just be like Teddy Events Presents. So this is your own brand. You're going to be making money out of your own brand, not anyone's brand. So no one should eat bread. No one should have bread out of your own sweat. So use your own sweat to get your own bread, yeah? So we came up with Teddy Events. We started pushing. That's how Teddy Events came about. It was an idea given to me by one of the managers of DVJ Masipro. It's called Hustler. Big up to Hustler if you're out
Oh,
there.
And so, by the way, this give me a very simple lineup for we some guys when we meet around the club and some areas. I think motivating and giving hope to someone is also something that's so courageous. So after that, all giving that, so you feel like you want to do something.
Yeah, sure.
You want to enter through the game.
Sure.
And by the way, the most challenging thing, Juba industry is one of the most challenging industry.
Right.
It's a mix of different countries, foreign land, the Kenyans, the Ugandans, and the citizens over here. And so, after all the ideology was given to you, you feel like, you want to bring that artist you feel like back in days was one of the hit songs of you. You feel like it's one of the greatest around you. So the meeting starting from the management of Alan Tonics. How did the schedule start with? Because we know this show was to be at a certain kind of the point of the date. Then later on it was postponed for the issue where we're going to come where why the show was postponed. Now the venue used sitting down and then try to draft something that about the venue, the date, which people are going to use around because you were new about the industry. So what was the first approach? Because there is a rumor which was rolling around that the person who was having the real show on the date also, he's the first person you were dealing with in starting of the show at the first run. So I want to get that ideology that pushed you to that person. In a very open way. I don't want to make the mention line, but I will be clear, very clear, because we try to make something clear. It was DJ Hashi in the show first, because even the first poster that he was sent to me, he was from DJ Hashi, and then later on things turned to after the show being postponed. I don't know. So ideology of coming through with certain people like DJ Hashi at the start. I want to start with the show at the start before it was postponed. What was the ideology saying to that?
Okay, so I came back to Juba, I think late Jan. I was looking for a potential promoter, so everyone was like, you contact Hashir. I contacted Hashir, we met for a meeting. He told me at least a couple of things that are supposed to be done when you're organizing a show. But unfortunately, his budget was way too above the skyline. So I was like, no, I can't go with this.
So Hashir was going to do everything.
Yeah, he was going. No. I was putting money, and then he was going to do the groundwork. Because
I was in the first picture.
Yeah, he was at the front line. He was going to be a foot soldier, so I was supposed to bring money, and then he runs each and everything. But the money was too much. So I was like, I think if I do this by myself, I'll not spend this much. So that's when I cut myself off. I'm like, you know what, guys, let me do this by myself. That's why I ended up doing each and everything by myself, because I was trying to cut down costs. Not in a bad way. There's no negative energy, but I was like, let me just do ABCD by myself. And that's how it happened. But initially, I had really wanted to work with him because he's a brand. He has the name. He has each and everything. He has the positive vibes, the energy, and everything. But his costs were too high, I think, because he's known and everyone, trusts him and all that. That's why I cut myself off and I decided to do it myself because I wanted to cut down costs.
Did you guys have a real negotiation with him when you're trying to put down everything? So, you know what, please, I want to take over. I think, thank you very much for this and that. Or it was like a stopover call. You know what, I'm going to do this by myself around.
We didn't have any conversation after that because I tried even calling him up to let him know, but he wasn't picking up my phone calls. Then one of my colleagues called him and then just said some stuff that didn't even make me happy because it was like, that show would never happen. Even if it happens, you guys will not make money. It's nothing is going to happen. That show will never do. That's what he told my colleague. Then my colleague is like, you know what? Looks like this guy is so angry. He's not happy about what has gone around, but you know what, let's just keep on pushing our show. It will work. Even if it's like it won't work, definitely it will have to work. So that's what happened. So ever since then, I've never heard from my show, and he has never spoke to me about anything. So,
okay.
Yeah.
MC Troy, what do you think about the session of like someone being degraded down and because in terms of bits and promoters, we know here this country. Like they put a picture line of organizing something, yet behind the scene, there's someone who is trying to facilitate behind the line. And you can come around with something like for your budget, and then this someone will try to squeeze all over. He or she may be not knowing the kind of the industry, but if it was you, in the line session of DJ Hashem. Yeah. Okay? And someone is telling you your budget is too high. Okay? And try to understand. Maybe we do something different than it. Or either it's like you beat around. What could be the idea looking about?
On my side, if I was let me start with the shoes of my G, respect that we are a lot.
Give me the sound, give me the sound, give me the sound. Feel the
Okay.
vibe, man.
If I was on behalf of that guy, like if I was him, obvious case, you know, these business issues, there's the downfall and the rise. In everything that you do, you also expect more challenges in whatever you do or chasing up, like whatever you chase in your life, whether you are a star, whether you have a business, or when whatever you do, you have to get the downfalls and rises. So I also believe if it was me, if we had that misunderstanding or disagreements with the terms of money issues, I also just quit the business and I leave it like that. But all I do, I look in the way I can also give me myself something that can come into my pocket. You understand? That's the thing that I could do if I want that. So at that time, you understand? If I was that person.
Nicely, Julian. We are live celebrity talk, ladies and gentlemen. Try to tap at the screen and feel comfortable where you are. Just try to send a question there. We shall be having a pass through with the buildings, the Teddy events, the beautiful she, the new game leader into the promotion of the music industry around Juba, South Sudan. We're live, Aaron behind the camera, and we're streaming live in different work corners. Teddy, I want to come back on the issue. By the way, thank you for treating into the industry very good, because very many comments have been coming over the likes of Trey MC, the guy who went looked through in 2 weeks looking handsome, 3 weeks gaining the weight. You guys, you take them for kind of dinner. Some people never went for certain hotels. They are like say in a surprise way. Thank you very much for that one. And here we come on the date of you postponing the show. Many people never knew what happened of you postponing the Alan Tony's show. And what was the big reason behind that?
I was looking at, if you're a business person, you look at the main aim or the main goal is to make profits, yeah? So, according to what happened, I organized my show on the 29th, yeah? So on the 15th, someone fixed Alien Skin, and Alien Skin was booming by then, yeah? So Alan and Alien, these are two different people. The vibes are different, the energy is different. So I was like, Alien and Alan, no, these are totally different.
The event line of
I booked the venue first.
The venue.
Then these guys of Alien came and then booked as well. They accepted them. Yeah, that's something I blame the management of Extreme, by the way. I'm being honest. I blamed them and I also took the blame because I booked first, and then these guys of Alien came in. They booked, they gave them a date earlier than mine, 15th of what? Of April. And then looking at the fact that most of the people coming for that show are struggling people. These are people who really struggle for their money, the budget, the budget for their money. Someone will not come on the 15th, and then they also come on the 29th. So I sat down and then I'm like, no, it will not work. Even if I maintain 29, it will not work. So I have to push my show ahead. So I was like, which date can I choose? I decided to choose the Independence Eve, yeah, because no one had this show like during that.
So
time.
that means you were first to pay the venue before the Alien Skin team came around.
Yeah, I paid for the venue before Alien Skin came out. I paid for the venue, I think late March. That's when I paid for the venue. So by the time my poster came out, the venue was already paid for. So these guys of Alien came, they accepted them at the same venue, but on an earlier date. Yeah, that's what happened.
Now that gives us, by the way, very questionable thing. Anyway, maybe I'll try it also to be joined up by one of the management line of Extreme to explain about that issue. I'm not going to try to go any other further insight about that. And then after you seeing that, maybe placing and putting the show when Alien Skin has done everything, and Alien Skin energy around. And many people are like, it's because of the felines, because for you your interest was 20 SSP, and then Alien Skin was something like 15, something like that. And eventually it was like the team you were having back then. That's what the rumors were talking about. That the team was not yet on the ground approaching the right opening line for the for the view line for the show. And then you postpone the show. Postponing the show, the rumors say that that's when the owner, someone who was in front of the line, that is Zidi Hashim, pulled over. And that when he pulled over, he had to get a new team line. Here came my bro that I know, that is Frank. Most of the times I call him Frank Promoters because he has been in the industry trying to win a couple of some guys around. Then Frank tried to push the thing into the entire ground. And then my question is, you postponing the show to the next line of the bet. The extreme management, did they give you maybe something like maybe a reduction? Because I knew you paid half of the money for the film.
I paid fully.
Full
amount,
Congratulations. Thank you. We have never seen someone like this.
Aaron is aware. He was even telling the workers.
I don't know, DJ Parker will explain us also whether
actually, as I was so
value.
disappointed, Aaron was like, you know what, just push your show ahead because you can't maintain it at the same day because you make losses. That's what Aaron told me.
By the way.
If I'm lying, let him come and clarify the air.
By the way. So we are postponing the show. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to make a very brief story. Quick, up to reach the show because the show was having a long way journey about this one. We have postponed the show. Right now we go for a new life for the independence of Jerusalem.
Sure.
What made you to be like, let me put on the independence close lines there?
Because being independent, and I know my country very well, we really celebrate independence a lot. And then independence, no one works. So I was like, the eve would really work out so much because the following day is just a public holiday, people are celebrating, they're partying. So being the independence eve, everyone would want to party, everyone would look for partying spot. So I was like, 8th July will work for me to make money for me, to bring people to my house. So that's why I was like, you know what, 8th July, here we go. I'm not changing any dates, I'm not doing anything. 8th July. Let Alien do his own crap. Even other promoters, let them do their own crap. But my date is 8th July. Yeah.
I like the confidence. Man.
That's what
I like the confidence and you're managing this industry. I like the confidence. Ladies and gentlemen, Celebrity Talk as usual. You tap the screen. With the Teddy events, the lady everyone has been asking all over, and many people have been trying to ask, who is that she? Who is that lady? Is it a she or sitting behind the brand for this one? She's a lady behind the electronics show. She's a lady behind the biggest roaming show right now in the recent times. On the corner line, I'm having MC Troy also to give us a more catalyst of because he was one of the guys giving us the vibes around the show and being behind the Teddy events and as well the the MCs in the young line. So Troy, I want to make it in a very quick way. We're approaching to the show. How did Teddy events approach you, and what made you to feel like you want to to join the team Teddy events?
Whenever we work in this industry, we meet different people every single kind of day.
True.
According to what we do for people, according to what we feed the audience. So I met Teddy events because I was working on the same day that she wanted to host her show. Understand? So the management of Extreme, it is better, and I don't know if also other bars can start up this thing because it is nice and it gives some respect to the people that are owner of the nights. Whenever you want to host up a show, it is a must for the people who are on that night to be on that show because they are the first people to push it up. You understand? Because you can't bring up somebody. Let me say that you wanted to bring up Alien Skin.
Bring it very open. You want to nail something.
No, I just want to be like direct. You understand?
Okay.
Let me give you an example. You want to bring up Alien Skin on Saturday.
I know.
And you are cooperating with people that are working on Monday. It doesn't make sense. You have to first cooperate with the people that are working on the fellow what. That's why the team of the management, they say that for us, we also have our own powers and people that are supposed to make that night. So that's where
the main host and
the main host, you understand, because everybody knows one of the biggest nights on Monday. That is open mic. That's where I work. Monday. So that's where I met up Teddy events, and she called us in a meeting because I never knew her. But I find out that the first time I approached her, I didn't realize that personality of her because you cannot realize the person for the first time. But when we kept up meeting up, and I saw that good heart of her. That's why many people we are seeing that we have been working on many events, but people were surprised as the love we are showing her.
I know.
Yet she's new in the industry, but we showed that love
Change
because
the looks, by the way.
yeah, you see, every day, miracle with cheese in burger, shake it.
The bling blings are in the house. Yeah, man.
We are fresh, we are distressed, we want to be cool. It's because of the love. Like, she's a hardworking lady, first of all. Secondly, she's a good friend.
The trustworthy.
Leave along these events issues, but personally, in her personal life, she's this kind of lady. I saw her among a man. I have my brother. She's this and this. I saw how much they want. I have 300. Let me help you with this. With a good heart, supportive. You understand? She's so supportive in personal. You understand? Leave along work issues. So I find out, that's why right now we're working with her. So I find that good heart in her. So if I'm to say, if she's starting up, because this is her first show, imagine. But if I'm to say, if she's chasing her dream, I wish her more bigger because she has that good heart. She has, there's way she expresses her, she reveals she's original, she's real. We have been working with many promoters and they just use us. Somebody, after the show, they use them.
Okay.
That you understand.
Okay. We like celebrating.
Just setting a big up on yourself. Just stay with that heart. Just stay being you be more brave, be more blessed. May God bless you double. I'm so fulfilled in my heart.
That butter, my friend.
You understand?
By the way, is one of the promoters of African music in Juba, South Sudan. So big up also for the great work and pushing the brand internally.
And soon Kapeka will come in.
Exactly.
Coming.
I want to make it this very chapter. Everything has been done. You've got the team and whatsoever.
Yeah.
Here we go for the show. You got the team, the likes of MC Troy.
Yeah.
I saw MC Tasha on the board. I saw youngkats6 on the board. The boy from Nansana. Ram Service, one of the biggest bloggers of this country, entirely, and in the brand lining for printings and brand. Yes, DJ parker256, the man with the show on 17th of July. This is next Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken, around. And the DJs who have been in the corporation line. I didn't see DJ Kim on the poster, though it was a Monday, but anyway, we shall, we shall break it. But entirely, here we go. DVJ Mercy, NBS, Alan Tonics, Kampala, Uganda, Kampala to Juba. That's why they are the theme of the show. Then, how to handle things in a starting way?
Yeah.
Artist union first.
Yeah.
Secondly, the advertisement. How sure were you that this show will make a big turnout? Because at the end of the line, a month entering, another show came in like this.
Yeah.
That was Mundra.
Yeah.
One of the third times back into Juba. We had on a guy from Nairobi, Kenya.
Yeah.
That is Iyani. That is the same day, projecting the same crowd, because I know the target was more big on the Ugandan side. Although we had also the citizens, because we had DJ set. Post about for the crowd. Now, in your bed sitting, getting the news that another show on your day, how do you feel? How do you make that feel like, man, I'll make it?
One thing about me, I'm always so confident. Once I put my feet out, that you know what, Ted, I'm going to do ABCD. I always have the confidence, and I'm always sure that I'll make it, because I pray about each and everything that I do. Before I started up this show, I prayed about it. So I was like, Lord, I'm doing ABCD. Just take me through, yeah. So me, I move my life in a line of prayers. And I believe no one is stronger than God. God is stronger than each and everything. And God, yes, I'm a Jehovah's Witness, by the way. Yeah. So I pray about each and everything that I do in my life. So the moment I set out my feet that time, you know what, Ted, you're going to do ABCD. I was pure confident, 100%. So when the MCs were calling me, hey, ABCD, hey, this guy done blah, blah, blah. I was like, you know, guys, relax, calm down. We have this. The game is ours. No one is going to take this away from us. We are going to do it. We are going to make it. I wasn't scared about anything, but people were just so shaken. People around me were shaken. Even some of the MCs kept on calling me, Ted, ABCD. I was like, guys, calm down, relax. We have this. This is our game. We have this. and we're going to take this over because God is with us, yeah. Because I pray about each and everything that goes on in my life. So I was really pure confident because I had God, and I knew God was going to pave the way for me, yeah. Because I didn't do anything wrong. I was pure innocent. So I was like, you know what, God, I'm very innocent, and you know that. Just do this for me. So whatever happened that day on the 8th, I was like, God, this is what I prayed for, and this is what you've given me. Thank you so much. Yeah.
I like the confidence. Okay. In the second round,
Yeah.
the show is done. Everything was successful accordingly. I know it isn't very easy because we have to the positives and the negatives. This is your first step. As any kid, when you see you trying to move around, there are some very many challenges we face.
Yeah.
There are very many things we try to learn about everything. Right now, the first show is done. What are you thinking to be the second night? Because very many now Teddy events is all over the city. So now we're thinking, what is next?
Well.
What is next?
I've gotten a couple of people approaching me, telling me about shows that can lead me to show together and all that, blah, blah. And one thing I'm just telling them is that I need like 2 to 5 months of resting because this show has really outworked. I've really worked out myself like so much. I need 2 months of proper resting, then I'll think about the next step. But of course, this is not the end of the event. We are still going to work, and more energy is coming. More positive vibes are coming. We cannot start like this and then we just stop like this. No, this is not the skyline for us. We are still going up. Expect more vibes, more energy, and better good things are coming up. That's what I can tell the fans of Ted's events out there.
To any female gender, to any young generation who is there, is in love with what you're doing. You feel like, she wants also to be that Teddy event. As a motivating line to a female line there, the courage you use, the strength inside you, what could be a message to the young generation people there? Mostly who believe that most of the things they cannot put out anything because they're female or they're ladies. Which message are you trying to approach to the she line?
My message is don't you should just have self-esteem, be confident, and then just pray to God, because the crowd that came to Extreme wasn't a crowd of a young lady who has just started up a brand, Okay. It was a crowd of someone who has been here in the industry for so long. So as long as you're confident in life, you pray to God, everything will just be a walkthrough, Because you should be confident and you need to pray to God. Because if you have those 2 elements, you'll always go way above the skyline. That's one thing I can tell the young generation. Just pray, and then you need to be confident about whatever you're doing. Yeah.
Okay. Any flowers you want to put to some people before we try to run off this one?
I would love to send out flowers to Team Ted events. My MCs, MC Tasha, MC Troy, MC Mickey, MC youngkats, our blogger Ram Service, DJ Parker256. You guys have really been there for me. I've been pushing the show with you guys. We move from bar to bar each and every night. There are bars I've never reached out to. I've been to Atlabara. Some small bars that I've even never dreamt of going to.
Down the stairs.
The Ram Service took me there. Troy took me there. Tasha MC took me there. I was like, wow, even these things exist. So big up to my team. Big up to the management of Extreme Hotel Launch. You guys have also been there for me. You've been pushing the show live. I can't take that for granted. Big up to our clients that showed up that day. I can't take that for granted. I moved out. I was inside for like some good hours. When I came out, I was like, no, this can't be. This crowd is not mine. Nobody was just starting up a brand, I was like, this is crazy. This can't be my crowd. No, is there a mistake? Am I in browser in the next room? So I was like, this is my love. I can't take this for granted, So I really appreciate so much. Big up to you guys. I send you guys all flowers. I appreciate,
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, that has been Teddy Events. I want also to big up Extreme Motor Launch. And remember, every Monday is Open Mic Mondays. A celebrity talk, Aaron behind the camera and the lighting. I want to big up all people that are streaming live near different way corners. Tap the screen. Much better is more coming around. And this is Teddy Events. She has told you she needs rest. After rest, something coming back big and better. She's young, energetic. I know some people asking, is she single? Is she having someone? see something. Have you seen?
It's just complicated. I mean, entanglement.
Entanglement. Entanglement, young cats, I think you're going to explain what is entanglement for this one. And MC Ivo, big up MC Ivo where you are with the streaming live. And thank you very much, Celebrity Talk. We're there to give you the exclusives and the brand new styles in what you call the entertainment industry of South Sudan and entirely East Africa as usual. You know, it's my first time you guys to see me on the live here, and entirely. I'm called Mick MC Microphone General East Africa 211 #1, and also MC Troy on the cover on there. I will be coming back at events. Thank you for giving us on Celebrity Talk.
I also give flowers to MC Ivan, who will come by artists from the airport to the hotel.
Andrew Boy, thank you. Shout out to you from Teddy Events.
This is the message goes to the industry and everybody out there.
Distress. Shout out to you guys. We meet in the second session, DJ parker256. Celebrity Talk. Thank you. Yeah.
We are making this for some countries tonight.